For those of you that are looking to do a DIY van build that's cheap but awesome, I spent less than $10,000 including the cost of the van for this build. In this video, I'm going to show you the van build from start to finish, and you can do it too. Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today. Please note that links to all of my van build stuff are in the description and comments section below. Bam! This is a 2004 Chevy Express 3500. It has a V8 6-liter 300 horsepower engine, so it has 152,000 miles. I only paid $3,600 cash. But wait till you guys see what I do to this van. As you guys see here, my first step was to insulate the van, and I used half-inch Foamular R3 insulation that I picked up at Home Depot, and I applied it with 3M Super 77 adhesive spray. And I put Reflectix over the insulation, not for insulation, but for aesthetic appeal. The next step was to put flooring down, and I decided to go with the bed rug, which is specifically made for this Chevy Express van and other vans, so you don't have to do any cutting out. It fits perfectly. The reason why I chose the bed rug is because it not only insulates the floor, but it also provides protection. And it has padding on it so you can walk on it with your knees because of the low roof height. And it's puncture resistant. It's a noise insulator. It resists oil stains. It's easily cleaned. And I've had good luck with this, and I love this flooring. The next step was to build a cabinet, countertop, and sink. And I picked up a laminate countertop from Home Depot along with 1x1 studs and a sheet of plywood. I got the special size sink for this build on Amazon. I have links to everything, by the way, in the description and comment section of this video. And I built the cabinet by simply using 1x1 studs and a sheet of plywood. And as you can see here, it's a very simple build here. I just cut out where I would cut out for doors, and I used the cutouts as doors. And then I used just basic hinges there. And as you can see, I created a nice cabinet that has lasted me a long time. It's still great to this day. As you can see here, very simple. And then I wrapped it with the same speaker carpet that was used on the flooring that I have, the bedrug flooring. And what's great about that is it makes it very durable, so you don't have to worry about scratches. And it looks good too. I secured the cabinet to the van using simple L brackets and bolts, and it has worked great. And with the next step, instead of using a gray tank, I decided to drill a hole in the van floor and put a tube through it and connect that to the bottom of the sink so that when I wash my face or wash my hands with just soap and water, that will go out the bottom of the van instead of dealing with a gray tank. I don't put anything else in that sink, by the way, and I use biodegradable soap. Next, I installed a 6-gallon water container I picked up from Amazon, and I built a custom holder with magnets that allow me to attach a shower head wand to use as a faucet at the sink or at the back of the van as a shower. I installed a water pump with a switch. Just flip that switch, the water comes on, I can wash up at the sink and it drains out of the bottom of the van, or I can take that shower wand and pull it out of the back of the van and take a shower at the back of the van. In the next step, I installed a butane stove using pedal tape so it can be easily put on and removed. Next, I put in a 5-gallon jug for drinking water that has a hand pump. The next step is to build a Murphy bed for the van, and the first thing I did was buy this mattress off of Amazon. It's a twin, like an RV twin, and while I'm waiting for that to puff up, I take some 1x1 studs and build that frame. And I got a sheet of plywood as well, and I got some garage door hinges, which I attached those to the frame that you see there, and then I attached the frame to the van. Very simple and straightforward. And then I even attached some legs to it, just putting a screw into the 1x1 stud, as you see there, and they fold up and down, as you can see there. And I did way too many legs there, which I end up reducing the amount of legs there. But as you can see there, it's very secure on there, and I'll show you later on what I attach the bed to at the top. As you can see there, I removed some legs because I'm going to put some stuff below that allows me to save space in the van. I did put a layer of the speaker carpet over top there. As you can see, it looks great with that mattress on there. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And the next step was to be able to attach the bed up top, so when I fold it up, that it'll stay put. And this has worked out really great. I've had it for since 2015, and I've had no problems with this setup. As you see there, I set it up so that I can put my clothes underneath. I even have storage space for my laptop. I've got a magnetic tool strip. I've got a subwoofer there. I've got a solar controller underneath there. And as you can see underneath the cabinet, I store this compact toilet, which I got off of Amazon. Like I said, I have links to everything in the description and comment section below. And it fits perfectly between the cabinet and the bed when the bed is down. And I built a custom battery box there that holds two 150 amp hour batteries, which I ended up upgrading to lithium later on, to 100 amp hour lithium batteries. But this was my old setup here. And I put the solar controller and a pure sine wave inverter on top of that battery box. I even built another battery box there, as you see at the end of the van, and that's the solar panels. I bought the thin flexible solar panels at first, but then I got rid of those. They had a recall on them, and I ended up going with a roof rack and getting two 250 watt solar panels up top, monocrystalline, by the way. And then for the lighting, I just used the LED light strips with a dimmer switch there. And with the bed folded up, you can put sheets of plywood. You can use this van as a cargo van. And then I made a cabinet. As you can see there, I purchased some sheets of plywood there from Home Depot. And I recommend you use cardboard to help make the size, the perfect custom size you need for the van. And that's what the cabinet, very simple build, as you can see there. And very sturdy. I only paid $50, by the way, for this cabinet, for everything. The hardware, the wood, everything. And then I wrapped it with speaker carpet. Again, for the look, and also it makes it very durable, just like the flooring. And it came out absolutely perfect, as you can see there. And it stores a lot of stuff. Inside, I have my two solar meters at the top for my two solar systems. I have two solar systems, so if one fails, I have a backup. I put LED light strips in the cabinet so I can see good in there. I got two fuse boxes for the two solar systems where I can switch stuff back and forth in case one of the solar systems fail. I've got shoe boxes in the bottom for my little doodads. I've got my radio on the bottom. And now to install the folding TV, which I installed right there, as you can see in the back corner. And I put a piece of plywood there so that I can anchor properly, and that worked out great. That folding TV, it folds up against the back of the wall and fits up there perfectly when the bed is folded. As you can see, it folds out. I can watch TV while I'm laying in bed, or I can fold it out the back and watch the back of the van. I have one of these magnetic TV antennas where it picks up local channels great. I have a link to that as well. I also installed security cameras as well around the vehicle. So that, because I don't have windows, and it keeps me stealth, and that allows me to be able to see what's going on. I also installed a really cool refrigerator there. It stores a lot of stuff. I can live out of this van for like 2 weeks straight with that refrigerator. And I also installed a freezer as well, which I keep up front next to the driver's seat. I have links to those refrigerators, by the way. And also installed exhaust vents in the roof. And also I have dual fans there as well to provide circulation, and I use a heater buddy there when it gets cold. Also made custom screens with commercial grade Velcro for the back, so that allows me to put a screen at the back and also on the side door so I can get cross ventilation without bugs coming in. Make sure to make those custom screens because those bugs will bother you. I learned the hard way when I first built this van. Also, I installed the ARB awning, and I got the 3-wall set so I can actually turn this into an extra room, so that gives me extra space. I can sleep outside or use it as a shop or whatever. And by the way, I built this van so I can live in my van with my motorcycle. So I remove the passenger seat and I bring my motorcycle in and I keep it strapped to the passenger side. And by the way, I use a folding ramp, and when I fold it, it slides easily underneath the bed. I've done a ton more mods, and I have a full van tour on the complete build. Make sure to see that video, and also have van build videos. And for all the stuff I use to build this van, you can go to my website at cyclecruiser.com and click on the menu tab, My Van Stuff. That's links to all the stuff I use to build a van, and the DIY videos and the tour video and everything. This van has been awesome. I've had it since 2015, been on trips across the country, and has held up amazingly. Highly recommend this build. Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.